Hello everyone. Now today topic is theorem number 26. Okay, and one questions I have taken from the exercise 17b. Okay, the first we will start the theorem number 26. In last classes we have seen or proved up to the theorem number 25, and now today I am going to prove the theorem number 26. So first all of you read the theorem number 26 carefully. There is a one and only one circle. There is a one and only one circle which passes through three given points. Up to 3 points provided. That means 3 points, 3 given points are there. Not in the straight line, which is not in the straight line. That means all 3 points are not collinear. That means all 3 points are non-collinear. So first you see the first proof part. First see the proof part. So first you consider any 3 points. So suppose this is A, B and C points. Okay. Suppose this is A, this is a B and this is a C, which is not in a straight line. And after that you join A to B and B to C. We have proved that from point A, B, C, there is only one and only one circle is passes through the point A, B and C. So after joining A, B and B, C, first you do the bisect of side A, B and side B, C. So bisect this. So how you bisect? So suppose just put your compass at point A and B and cut in this way. Okay. And similarly bisect the side BC. So suppose it will come in this way after bisecting. Okay. And at this point, this is a point of intersection of bisector line AB and BC. Suppose this is a point O. Okay. And what you have to do, just you joined OA. Okay. And just put your compass in this way and draw a circle. Draw a circle. After draw a circle, this circle will passes through the point A, B and C. Is it clear? So this is the theorem which is given to you. There is a one and only one circle which passes through 3 given points, not in a straight line. So this is exactly one circle which is passes through the point A, B and C. Even you can see that you again join point OB. Okay, you can see that in the end O, suppose this is the P, OP is a perpendicular bisector of AB and these two triangles will be congruent. Why? See, OP is a common and this is the 90 degree. Yes or no? And even OP is equal to PB since P is the midpoint of AB and even OP is a bisector of AB. Therefore, this side is equal to this side. Therefore, this is equal to this. That means OA equal to what? OB. Similarly, you prove these two triangles. Then after you can say that, after joining the OC, this and this will be equal. OB equal to OC. So suppose this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. So from equation 1 and 2, you can say that what? OA equal to OB equal to OC. Since OA, OB and OC are the radius of the circle. Is it clear? Therefore, we can say that there is exactly one circle passes through the point A, B and C. This is the theorem number 26. Okay. Now, after this theorem, just see, one more topic. Even we can say that OP is a equidistance from the chord AP, even OQ is equidistant from the chord of line BC. Therefore, we can say that there is exactly one circle passes through the point A, B and C. Okay. Now, after this, just see the question number 5 from the exercise 17B. Two equal chords AB and CD. That means AB and CD are the equal chords which is given you. CD of a circle with center O. Center is provided you. Intersect each other at point P. Both chords are intersect at point P. P inside the circle proves that AP equal to P or CP and BP equal to DP. That means these two sides and these sides are equal. So first to draw the constructions. The first to draw the perpendicular O. Suppose this is a Q and suppose this is a M, and again draw the perpendicular on CD. It is the point M. This is 90 degree, this is also 90 degree. Okay, and join OP. Okay, so first so you just write in the construction section first. Now, and then you prove these two triangles are congruent. So how these two triangles will be congruent? So see, in triangle OPM and triangle OPN, you can say that this is OP is equal to OP, which is common, and even you can say that this and this is equal to 90 degree. Angle M is equal to angle N is equal to 90 degree. Yes or no? And then after you can say that since AP and CD are the equal chords, that means OM will be equal to ON, which is equidistance from both the chord. So OM is equal to ON. You must write the reason here. And then after you can say that these two triangles will be congruent. So therefore triangle OPM is congruent to the triangle OPN, okay, by the RHS property. And then you can say that what PM is equal to what PN. This is equation number 1. And even you can say that what if this and this are equal, and see here AB and PC are the equal chords. If it is the equal chords, that means what? Even OM and ON are the perpendicular. Therefore, we can say that MB equal to what? ND. This is the equation number 1. Sorry, very sorry. That we have to prove now. BP, no, sorry. Correct? MB is equal to what? ND, and just add both. After adding, you will get what? PM is equal to MB. This is equal to what? PB. And PM is equal to ND is equal to what? PD. Or directly you can write PB is equal to DP. So this is the second part. This is the second part. Prove the second part. Now the first part. Now see the first part. In the first part we have proved that AP is equal to what? PC. Even we have seen that what? AM is equal to what? CN. First proof. You can write AM is equal to what? Is equal to CN. Why? Since OP, ON and ON are the equidistance from the center. Therefore, M will be the bisector of what? AB, and N is the bisector of CD. And even you can subtract PM and Pn from the LHS and RHS. That means you can write Am minus of Pm is equal to Cn minus of Pn. So Am minus P is equal to what? Ap. And Cn minus of Pn is equal to what? Pc. So this is the first proof. So both are proved. Hope there is no doubt. Okay. So all of you attempt the exercise 17b as per possibility. Okay. And tomorrow we will start the arc, chord, and some more concept related to the circles. So please make a note.